Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers now to throw.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Rodgers.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 15 carries, 84 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offense.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Giants at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Barkley able to slither by. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Throwing, Jones.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Daniel Jones,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
It's taken to the 26. Oh, what a juke into space. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Jones throwing to start the drive. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Come on now. Over the middle, zone coverage where all the eyes are back to the quarterback so they see the ball thrown. How do they get that completed?
Well, they got the hand on it. They tipped it. Just a lucky play for the offense, right?
It was, and for the defense, almost demoralizing. That's one that they should have because they see that play developing all the way through.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. To throw is Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Buying time to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones steps away to his left. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Jones now A final shot before break. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the Vikings who were able to get the victory at home. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Titans. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his big tight end here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers dancing to his left.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. On that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones being chased out left.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Devontae Wyatt
able to record his 5th sack of the season. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further, escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Gano's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running right, Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He stiff arms him over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Completes this again to Shepard. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time poring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for the Giants,
They level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
and they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey,
the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8, and he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Dak going to start out going to the air. Steps away to his left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for Zeke from last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. He's got it. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 52 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, it's Barkley. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 7-7, our score after 1. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott buying time to his left. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the 29, Prescott being chased out left. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This is third and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jones on 1st and 10. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Barkley, inside handoff. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gano now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 25 on second down, Prescott. Now that's Elliott, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Browns who were able to steal one on the road. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. James Robinson, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Beckham. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. The former Rutgers safety, Devin McCourty, has it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's Jones on 3rd down, sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air, and he'll just get rid of it.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. They begin with a run by Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll go to Barkley again, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Barkley looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Barkley again.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Prescott now from the 50.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
On second down, Prescott again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. And again, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
to throw is Prescott. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Azeez Ojulari, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings him 4th. Patterson's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field. Back to the bench after that miss. It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Now Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now Dak.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. To throw, Prescott on the left side. Gallup's got it. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Here's Dak.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Dallas, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A.